Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we are going to discuss about preposition. It is very common that a preposition frequently asked in FPSC examination and many other examination being held in Pakistan. So we are going to define preposition. What is preposition? Preposition is a function word that combines with two noun or pronoun or noun phrase to form a prepositional phrase that can have an adverbial or adjective relation to some other word. Okay, here here are some kinds of preposition we are going to discuss here. Preposition of time. Preposition of time is recording the time as about days, weeks, years, dates, months, seasons, about times, uh, about ages, and here a preposition of times, explanation and meanings and examples. On, preposition on, explanation, days, after weeks, and dates. It means on Sunday, on my first, on June 1st, on Christmas Eve, on my mark, on the weekend, and in. Preposition in, explanation and meaning, months, seasons, year, part of the day, after a period of time, in summer, in July, in 2017, in the evening, in an hour, in the future. 8. Explanation and meaning. A specific point of time means a specific point of time. Exception. When? Exceptions when? At 11:15 p.m., at 6:30, at noon, at night, learned English at 42, at the weekend, at first glance. Since. Since is used from a specific point in time until now, past till now. Since 1980, since yesterday. Since is used in which time is defined for over a certain period of time. For is used for such a time in which specific time is not defined. For example, for the first time and forever. For 3 years, with 3 years, coming 3 years, past 3 years, the time is not defined. It's only for 3 years ago. From now to a specific point in the past. Now till past. A second ago. A decade ago. A while ago. 10 minutes ago. During. Throughout the course or duration of East. During summer, during the vacations, during the discussion, during my holiday, during the class, during studies, during game, during the match, before, previous to in time, earlier than, before earlier than, before winter, before dawn. I have to talk to client before I call my manager, before studies, before playing a game, before making a joke, before going to party, after, subsequent in time, at a later time than, after midnight, after tomorrow, after a week, after playing a good game, after taking a dinner, after watching a movie, until, till, up to a certain point in time, until Monday. I will wait to call my manager until I hear from the client. 2 are past, telling the time 10 to 2, 1:50, 10 past 2, 10 past 2. From to, a starting point and end point. From the beginning, from now to eternity. By, not later than, by 12 o'clock, by next week, by next month, by next year, by Monday. Now, preposition of place. Preposition of place in, explanation or meaning. Position or state inside, in London, in the book, in the mirror, in love, in midterm, in final term. 8. In the area of specific position, an event or place related to it. At home, at the table, at my side, at the party, at the cinema, at school. On, position above, in contact with, for a certain side, left or right. The state or process of, means of conveyance. On the desk, on the wall, on the left side, on leave, on fire, on the way, on the road, on the phone, on TV, on the radio, on trains, on the bus, on a plane. Off, from a place or position, off the table, off the wall, went off to Canada, got off the bus, get off the bus, turn off the TV. Then by or beside, at the side of, close to, next to, by the door, beside the car, stand by me, under, in a lower position, beneath the surface, under the table, under my words of command, under the supervision of your senior, under water, over, in or at a position above, more than, put est, over a shed, walk over est, over my dead body, over 100 years, over 10 miles, below, in or to a lower place, beneath, below the surface, below 20 degrees Celsius, below the clouds, below the table, above, higher than est, else, overhead, above the door, the clouds above, the problems cited above, up, from a lower towards a higher, up the hill, up the sky, up there is a long, down, a descending direction, roll down the hill, walking down the street. Then it was a preposition of place. Further, we are going to discuss preposition of direction or movements. Across, on, at, to, or from the other side. Across the road, across the street, across, lines across the paper. Throw, from one end or side to another. Through the tunnel, a tour through France. 2. In a direction toward a person. Think toward a given state. Go to bed. Move on to face. Back to wealth. All the way to, all the way to the six, all the way to the boundary, to die for a cause. Into, movement to the inside or interior of, to the condition, state or form of. Went into the kitchen, crashed into a tree. Breaking into pieces, go into banking. Out of, from the inside to the outside, no longer in the condition, state or form of. Drag myself out of bed, out of nowhere, out of town, out of order, out of vision. Onto, movement to the top, jumped onto the table. Towards, movement in the direction of, are closer to, towards the house, towards the future, towards peace. From, a starting point, a movement away from, a source, a cause, a distinction. Walked home from the station, traveled from NY to LA. A source, a cause, a distinction, a note from the teacher, no right from wrong. Other preposition of, originating from, composed of, associated with, belonging to. Men of the North, a cup of coffee. The hand of God, that friends of yours. By, in the name of, through the agency or action of. A book by Mark Twain, a book by Pervez Musharraf, In the Line of Fire, by myself. Played by the rules, killed by a bullet. One by one they left, by car, by bus. About, estimation of quantity on the subject of, ready to the east. About 10 people, about 2 miles. A book about English. The chorus is about to sing. 4. Indicates the object, aim or purpose. Happy for you, eager for fame. For one thing, for heaven's sake. With, in the presence of, in the presence or use of. With a friend, which is, with confidence, with a lot of. Will be with you shortly, from Russia, with love. So, we learned how to use preposition in our daily life. We learned about the preposition of time, preposition of place, preposition of direction or movements, other prepositions. So it's all about my today lecture. So keep in touch with me for more video. Thank you.